Hi, in this video we'll see what is machine learning and what are the different methods that we can see in the machine learning. Okay, what is machine learning and what are the different ways? Machine learning is an algorithm. We will train with some data such that it will give some output, proper output, that is a probability output that we are getting. For example, when creating a software program, it won't give the output as a error if we give unseen data. But in the machine learning algorithm will give the probabilistic output. Even though it is unseen data, it will give some probabilistic output. How they are giving that was is they are learning by using the data. We have some data. By using the data, they learn something from the data. That's why they are giving some output. Even though they are not seen before the time, they are giving some results. The learning ways, here we have three different learning techniques: supervised learning and unsupervised learning and reinforcement learning. These are the three different ways of learning techniques. How we will see how they are going. Okay. Now, so firstly we will start with supervised learning. Yeah, in the supervised learning, we have two types. One is regression based algorithms are there and classification based algorithms are there. When we apply the classification algorithm, that we will see. For example, in the generally in the supervised learning, that means we have like this. That means there is some data, and the based on this we will get some output. Okay, it's like this is the y is the function of x. Here the supervised learning model we will apply. If we create a function like this, then only we can apply. Okay, here x is a independent variable, y is a dependent variable, that we know. Yeah, mathematically how we will write here: x comma y. X is the independent variable, y is dependent variable. Write y in terms of x. I equal to 1 to n. Xi belongs to R power d. D represents the dimension, and the y y is our real value. That means y is a continuous data. Mm, Now in the classification, xi, it is the same like this one, and this is the independent variable also same, but dependent variable is a classification type. That means it is a binary class. When we say binary classification, it is look like this: 0 positive represent 0, negative represent 1, like this. If it is a multi-class classification, we have the techniques like the multi-class classification. Yeah, we have 0, 1, 2, 3, like these values we will give. Okay, generally it's like that only. We will see what are the different algorithms that we are using for the regression and classification. So now we will see an example. Sorry, we'll see the data, then we will get very easily. Okay, yeah, it's not coming. Okay, yeah. For the regression, for example, this is the simple one. Here is a x and here is y. Can write y in terms of x, f of x. Okay, y we can write in terms of x. Here y is a continuous data. That's why we can apply regression algorithms here. Okay, in the one more thing, and let us see here. It is a iris data, the basic classification in the machine learning. The basic thing that we are using for basic when time of learning, we will use the iris data for the classification. Here we have the features like sepal length, sepal width, petal length and petal width, and the spices. In the spices we have three variables. One is like this one is Sutasa, and okay, we will see one more thing. Here is versicolor. Versicolor is there, and another one is also is there. You see, three three classes will be there. For the three classes, one class represented with 0, another class 1, another class is 3. Because the algorithm, the computer won't take the text data. It will only, any algorithm only consider in the numerical data. It need the versicolor. For this we will use different technique that we will see in the later classes. Okay. And now we will see what are the coming to the PDF next. We have regression models and classifier models. In the regression we have linear regression and SVM, support vector regression, XGBoost regression, decision tree regression, neural networks also are there for the regression task. For the classification also, for the classification, sorry, yeah, for the classification we have logistic regression, web-based and support vector mission, XGBoost classifier, decision tree classifier, random forest and neural net. Some also present. I am not mentioning the most which are we are using that I am mentioned here, that we can see here. Okay, now let's say what is the unsupervised learning. Yeah, in the unsupervised learning, in the supervised learning we see that y equal to f of x, but in some we have only f of x data. We don't have output data actually. Okay, we only have f of x of data that we will class. Based on the f of x, we will make clusters of data. For example, if we given the apples, some bananas and some mangoes we are given, based on these features it will be classified automatically. We won't give the names actually for that one. We'll see later in those things. The basic algorithms that we are using here, k-means algorithm, k++, it is some improvement in k-mean, and the hierarchical clustering is a powerful technique that we are using. Okay, and the one more thing we have, I am not mentioning here, reinforcement learning. Sorry, it's not coming work. Yeah, in the reinforcement learning there will be agent. Here we don't use any data. We won't use any data. We won't use. Here we will create an algorithm. We will directly apply a real agent. There is a agent. If it prediction is correct, we will give some rewards, positive rewards, and if prediction is wrong, then we will give the negative rewards. Okay, based on that it will be learn continuously. These things we won't discuss in our videos. It was basically used in the robotics, all things. Okay, we will deal with one supervised unsupervised learning algorithms in our videos.